Welcome to the Stoic Vivu channel, where we delve into the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and its practical applications in our modern lives. Today, we're addressing a profound and universal experience: loneliness. In our fast-paced, often disconnected society, feelings of isolation can creep in, leaving us grappling with a sense of disconnection from ourselves and those around us. Loneliness is not merely a fleeting emotion. It is a deep and often painful state that many of us encounter at various points in our lives. Whether caused by physical distance from loved ones, the pressures of daily responsibilities, or the overwhelming nature of modern technology, loneliness can feel all-encompassing. However, it's crucial to recognize that this feeling is not a new phenomenon. Throughout history, even the greatest minds have grappled with it. Take, for example, the Stoic philosophers. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the emperor of Rome, often felt the weight of loneliness due to the responsibilities and isolation that came with his position. His reflections and meditations reveal a man grappling with the demands of leadership while yearning for connection. Similarly, Seneca wrote some of his most profound insights during periods of exile, reflecting on the solitude that can arise from being separated from loved ones and familiar comforts. In their teachings, the Stoics provide us with valuable tools for navigating loneliness. They remind us that while we cannot always control our external circumstances, we can control our responses to them. Stoicism encourages self-reflection and the practice of self-compassion, emphasizing the importance of treating ourselves with kindness, especially when we feel disconnected. In this episode, we will explore practical Stoic strategies for dealing with loneliness. We'll discuss the significance of self-compassion and how being a friend to ourselves can alleviate feelings of isolation. We'll also delve into the power of community and the importance of cultivating relationships with others, even when it feels challenging. The Stoics teach us that we are not alone in our struggles. Rather, we are part of a shared human experience. As we embark on this journey together, we will draw from the wisdom of ancient Stoic thinkers and apply their insights to our modern lives. You'll learn how to embrace the challenges of loneliness as opportunities for growth, connection, and inner strength. By the end of this episode, you'll have practical tools to help you navigate your feelings of isolation and cultivate a deeper sense of belonging. Join me as we explore how Stoic philosophy can illuminate our path through loneliness and guide us toward a more fulfilling and connected life. 1. Understanding loneliness through Stoicism. Loneliness is a profound and often painful experience that many individuals face at different stages of life. In our modern society, where social connections can be both plentiful and superficial, feelings of isolation can seem overwhelmingly paradoxical. The Stoics offer timeless insights into understanding and overcoming loneliness, reminding us that while we cannot always control our external circumstances, we can control our internal responses. Historically, loneliness has been a shared human experience, transcending time and culture. The Stoics, including figures such as Zeno, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, faced their own moments of isolation. For example, Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, experienced profound loss when he was shipwrecked and lost everything he owned. It was in this moment of solitude that he began to develop his philosophical ideas, showing that even in our darkest moments, we can find resilience and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the emperor of Rome, often felt loneliness due to the responsibilities of his position. His writings and meditations reflect on the inherent isolation that comes with power. He speaks of life as a journey through warfare, emphasizing the struggle we all face. Aurelius reminds us that even the most powerful individuals are not immune to feelings of disconnection. He famously wrote, "Life is warfare and a journey far from home," highlighting the challenges of both physical and emotional isolation. Seneca also grappled with loneliness during his exile. His letters reveal a deep understanding of the human condition and the importance of self-reflection. He often wrote about the value of solitude, suggesting it could be a source of strength. In one of his letters, he stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight shows how our perception of loneliness can worsen our feelings of isolation. By reframing our understanding of solitude, we can see it not as a curse but as an opportunity for self-discovery. At its core, loneliness can stem from a disconnect between our expectations of relationships and the reality of our experiences. We may find ourselves surrounded by people yet still feel profoundly alone. This paradox often leads to a vicious cycle. We feel lonely, which affects our self-esteem, making us withdraw further from social interactions. The Stoics teach us that we must cultivate a healthy relationship with ourselves before we can engage meaningfully with others. One fundamental Stoic teaching is the importance of self-compassion. The philosopher Cleanthes illustrated this principle when he encountered a man berating himself for his failures. Cleanthes approached him and said, "Remember, you're not talking to a bad person." This reminder underscores the significance of treating ourselves with kindness, especially during moments of loneliness. When we are harsh on ourselves, we reinforce the belief that we are unworthy of love and connection. Practicing self-compassion allows us to break this cycle and open ourselves to the possibility of connection with others. Seneca's writings also emphasize the value of self-kindness. He encourages us to be our own best friend, engaging in positive self-talk and challenging negative narratives. By doing so, we foster a more positive self-image, which helps us reach out and connect with others. The Stoics believed that our thoughts shape our emotions, and by cultivating a healthier mindset, we can mitigate feelings of loneliness. In addition to self-compassion, the Stoics highlight the importance of love and affection in combating loneliness. Marcus Aurelius teaches that to receive love, one must give love. This reciprocal nature of affection is crucial to building meaningful relationships. If we want to feel loved, we must actively express love to those around us, whether through a kind word, a helping hand, or simply a smile. By putting positive energy into the world, we create an environment where connections can flourish. The Stoics remind us that everyone we encounter presents an opportunity to practice kindness. Seneca writes, "See everyone you meet as an opportunity to practice kindness." This perspective shifts our focus from seeking validation to contributing to the well-being of those around us. By enhancing our sense of connection, we strengthen the bonds with those we interact with. Another critical aspect of overcoming loneliness is cultivating community. The Stoics understood that humans are inherently social beings. Engaging in communal activities can significantly alleviate feelings of isolation. When we participate in shared struggles, whether through team sports, group projects, or communal challenges, we create a sense of belonging. There's a profound connection that develops when we face difficulties alongside others. consider participating in a local running club or martial arts class. These activities promote physical health and foster camaraderie. The shared experience of training and achieving goals together creates a bond that can help combat loneliness. As Marcus Aurelius noted, "We're like soldiers storming a wall. So what if you slip and have to ask a comrade for help?" This metaphor highlights the importance of asking for support and recognizing that we are not alone in our struggles. In Stoicism, the courage to ask for help is paramount. Many view asking for assistance as a sign of weakness, but the Stoics teach us that it is an act of bravery. Reaching out for support demonstrates vulnerability and a desire for connection. Whether transitioning to a new city or facing personal challenges, the willingness to ask for help can bridge the gap between loneliness and connection. Furthermore, cultivating relationships often requires intentional effort. It's essential to seek opportunities to engage with others, whether through social gatherings, volunteering, or joining clubs that align with our interests. By actively participating in our communities, we create a network of support that enriches our lives and diminishes feelings of isolation. Finally, the Stoics emphasize the importance of finding inner peace and fulfillment within ourselves. In moments of loneliness, we may feel the urge to seek external validation or distractions. However, Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes from within. As Marcus Aurelius stated, "You don't need to go on vacation. You can find peace by retreating inside yourself." This idea encourages us to engage in self-reflection and introspection as a means of finding solace. Practices such as journaling, meditation, or spending time in nature can help us connect with our inner selves and foster a sense of peace. By turning inward, we gain clarity about our feelings and develop a deeper understanding of our needs and desires. This self-awareness empowers us to take proactive steps in building connections rather than relying solely on external sources for fulfillment. In conclusion, understanding loneliness through the lens of Stoicism reveals insights into the human experience. The teachings of Stoic philosophers remind us that loneliness is not a solitary struggle but a shared aspect of life. By practicing self-compassion, cultivating love and affection, engaging in community, and seeking inner peace, we can navigate our feelings of loneliness with resilience. The Stoics provide us with a roadmap for transforming our experiences of isolation into opportunities for connection and growth. Let us embrace these teachings as we continue our journey toward overcoming loneliness and fostering deeper relationships in our lives. 2. The importance of self-compassion. In the journey of life, we often encounter moments of loneliness and self-doubt. These feelings can be overwhelming, leading to a negative cycle that isolates us further. In this context, self-compassion emerges as a vital practice, especially through the lens of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics teach us that being kind to ourselves is not only essential for our emotional well-being, but also a foundational step toward connecting with others. Self-compassion begins with understanding that we are not alone in our struggles. Everyone faces challenges, and acknowledging this shared human experience is key to overcoming feelings of isolation. The Stoics emphasize the importance of recognizing our common humanity. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflects on the idea that we are all part of a larger community. He reminds us that to be human is to experience suffering, and in that suffering, we find a connection with others. One of the most powerful Stoic principles related to self-compassion is the idea of treating ourselves as we would treat a friend. Imagine a close friend who is going through a tough time. You would likely offer them understanding, support, and kindness. Yet, when it comes to our own struggles, we often adopt a harsh and critical tone. Cleanthes, a prominent Stoic, once approached a man who was berating himself and gently reminded him, "You're not talking to a bad person." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of self-compassion. Recognizing our intrinsic worth, even in moments of failure or distress. Practicing self-compassion involves changing our internal dialogue. Instead of allowing negative self-talk to dominate our thoughts, we can consciously choose to speak to ourselves with kindness and understanding. Seneca encourages this practice, stating that we should treat ourselves as a friend and mentor. This shift in perspective is crucial. It allows us to acknowledge our flaws without letting them define us. By fostering a supportive inner voice, we can break free from the cycle of self-criticism that often accompanies loneliness. Moreover, self-compassion helps us to cultivate resilience. When we are kind to ourselves, we are better equipped to face challenges head-on. Instead of succumbing to feelings of defeat, we approach difficulties with a mindset that embraces growth. This resilience is vital in overcoming loneliness, as it empowers us to seek connections and reach out for support when needed. The Stoics teach us that adversity can be an opportunity for growth, and self-compassion is a crucial tool in navigating that journey. In addition to building resilience, self-compassion fosters emotional regulation. When we practice kindness toward ourselves, we are less likely to be overwhelmed by negative emotions. Instead of being paralyzed by loneliness or self-doubt, we can acknowledge these feelings without judgment. This allows us to respond to our emotions in a healthier way, whether through seeking social connections, engaging in self-care, or finding creative outlets to express ourselves. It's important to recognize that self-compassion is not about self-indulgence or complacency. Rather, it is a balanced approach to self-care that encourages growth while acknowledging our limitations. The Stoics believed in the power of reflection and self-awareness, which are essential components of self-compassion. By regularly examining our thoughts and feelings, we can gain insight into our needs and desires, allowing us to make informed choices that align with our values. One practical way to cultivate self-compassion is through mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present and fully engaged in the moment, without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This practice allows us to create space between ourselves and our negative emotions, enabling us to respond with kindness and understanding. For example, if you find yourself feeling lonely, rather than berating yourself for feeling that way, take a moment to acknowledge the feeling. Say to yourself, "It's okay to feel lonely." Many people experience this. This simple acknowledgement can help to ease the weight of loneliness and create an opportunity for self-compassion. Another effective technique is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can provide clarity and help you process your emotions. Consider keeping a self-compassion journal where you note down moments of self-doubt and then respond to those feelings with kindness. For instance, if you write about a time you felt rejected, follow up with affirmations of your worth and reminders of your strengths. This practice not only fosters self-compassion but also reinforces a positive self-image. Engaging in self-care activities is another essential aspect of practicing self-compassion. This can include anything that nurtures your well-being, whether it's spending time in nature, enjoying a hobby, or practicing relaxation techniques. By prioritizing self-care, you signal to yourself that you are worthy of love and attention. The Stoics believed that caring for oneself is not selfish, but rather a necessary foundation for being able to care for others effectively. Additionally, connecting with others can enhance our self-compassion. When we share our experiences and feelings with trusted friends or family members, we often find that they can relate to our struggles. This connection can provide comfort and remind us that we are not alone in our feelings. The Stoics valued community and interpersonal relationships, recognizing that our connections with others can provide support and encouragement in times of need. In conclusion, self-compassion is a powerful practice that aligns closely with Stoic teachings. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can break the cycle of loneliness and isolation. Self-compassion allows us to build resilience, regulate our emotions, and foster a sense of connection with ourselves and others. As we cultivate this practice, we not only enhance our well-being, but also create a foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Let us embrace the Stoic wisdom of self-compassion as we navigate the complexities of life. By learning to be our own best friend, we open the door to greater emotional health and a more connected existence. 3. Cultivating love and affection. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the concepts of love and affection hold significant importance, especially when addressing the challenges of loneliness. While Stoicism is often perceived as a philosophy that emphasizes rationality and emotional restraint, it actually advocates for deep connections and meaningful relationships. Cultivating love and affection not only enriches our lives, but also serves as a powerful antidote to feelings of isolation and disconnection. The Stoics understood that love is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reflected on the interconnectedness of humanity. He believed that to live a virtuous life, one must cultivate a sense of compassion and love for others. Aurelius wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." This acknowledgement of human flaws is followed by a call to embrace love in our interactions. But I must not be surprised. I must not let them disturb my inner peace. This perspective highlights an essential Stoic principle: the importance of approaching relationships with an open heart. To cultivate love and affection, we must recognize that we are all flawed beings navigating the complexities of life. By accepting the imperfections of ourselves and others, we create space for understanding and connection. This understanding fosters compassion, allowing us to respond with kindness rather than judgment. One of the most effective ways to cultivate love is through acts of kindness. The Stoics emphasized the significance of practicing kindness in our daily interactions. Seneca wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This approach encourages us to see every encounter as a chance to express warmth and care. Simple gestures, such as offering a compliment, lending a helping hand, or simply listening attentively, can create a ripple effect of positivity in our relationships. Moreover, extending love and affection to ourselves is equally important. In our quest for connection, we often neglect our own needs. Practicing self-love is not an act of selfishness. Rather, it is a necessary foundation for nurturing relationships with others. When we treat ourselves with kindness and respect, we set a standard for how we expect to be treated by those around us. This self-affirmation reinforces our sense of worthiness, making it easier to form genuine connections. The Stoics also teach that love should not be conditional. When we love others, we often attach expectations to that love, believing that it should be reciprocated in specific ways. However, true affection is given freely, without the expectation of something in return. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to approach love with a spirit of generosity, stating, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." By letting go of expectations, we can experience the joy of loving without the burdens of disappointment or resentment. Cultivating love and affection also requires vulnerability. In a world where we often fear rejection, opening our hearts to others can be daunting. However, the Stoics remind us that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Seneca wrote, "The bravest are surely those who have the courage to be vulnerable." By allowing ourselves to be seen and known by others, we create opportunities for deeper connections. This vulnerability fosters intimacy and trust, laying the groundwork for meaningful relationships. Building strong relationships involves active engagement and effort. The Stoics believed that love is not merely a feeling but a practice that requires consistent nurturing. This means investing time and energy into our relationships, whether through shared experiences, open communication, or simply being present with one another. By prioritizing our connections, we reinforce the bonds that help combat loneliness. In addition to nurturing existing relationships, it's essential to seek out new connections. The Stoics valued community and recognized that engaging with others enriches our lives. Joining clubs, attending social events, or volunteering for a cause can provide opportunities to meet like-minded individuals. When we actively seek out connections, we expand our social circles and cultivate a sense of belonging. Moreover, the Stoics emphasize the importance of empathy in our relationships. Understanding the perspectives and experiences of others deepens our connections. When we practice empathy, we become more attuned to the needs and emotions of those around us. This awareness allows us to respond with compassion and love, fostering a supportive environment where everyone feels valued. Gratitude is another crucial aspect of cultivating love and affection. The Stoics teach us to appreciate the people in our lives and the positive impact they have on our well-being. Regularly expressing gratitude, whether through verbal acknowledgement or written notes, reinforces our connections and fosters a positive atmosphere. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, nurturing a mindset that embraces love and appreciation. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's essential to remember that love is a practice that requires intention. The Stoics remind us that the quality of our relationships significantly impacts our emotional health. By actively cultivating love and affection, we create a foundation for resilience in the face of loneliness. In conclusion, cultivating love and affection is a vital aspect of overcoming loneliness through Stoic philosophy. By embracing kindness, practicing self-love, and fostering vulnerability, we can build meaningful connections with others. The Stoics teach us to approach relationships with openness and generosity, letting go of expectations and embracing the beauty of love in all its forms. As we nurture our connections, we not only enhance our own lives but also contribute to the well-being of those around us, creating a more compassionate and connected world. Let us take these Stoic teachings to heart as we focus on cultivating love and affection in our lives, transforming our relationships, and ultimately overcoming the loneliness that can sometimes overshadow our journeys. 4. Building community through shared struggles. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and our connections with others play a vital role in our emotional well-being. As we navigate the challenges of life, shared struggles can foster a sense of community that helps alleviate feelings of loneliness. The Stoics recognized the importance of community and collective resilience, emphasizing that we are stronger together. This section explores how building community through shared struggles can significantly enhance our lives and provide support during difficult times. At its core, the Stoic philosophy teaches us that facing challenges is an integral part of the human experience. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea that adversity is a common thread that binds us all. In his Meditations, he wrote, "We are all in this together. We are all soldiers in the same army." This understanding reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. Rather, we share our burdens with others who are also navigating their paths. Engaging in shared activities that involve collective effort can create a sense of belonging and camaraderie. Whether it's participating in a team sport, joining a support group, or volunteering for a community project, these experiences provide opportunities to connect with others who face similar challenges. When we come together to tackle difficulties, we build bonds that can lead to lasting friendships and a supportive network. One powerful example of building community through shared struggles is found in physical challenges. Many people find that participating in group fitness classes, obstacle races, or team sports fosters a sense of unity. When we push ourselves physically alongside others, we experience a shared journey that can deepen our connections. The camaraderie developed during strenuous activities can turn acquaintances into friends, creating a supportive environment where everyone encourages one another. Consider a scenario where individuals train together for a marathon. As they endure the physical strain of running long distances, they share their triumphs and setbacks, forming a unique bond. The struggles they face together, early morning runs, injuries, and moments of self-doubt, create a community rooted in mutual understanding and support. This shared experience not only strengthens their friendships, but also provides a safety net during moments of personal struggle. The Stoics also recognized that shared struggles can extend beyond physical challenges. Emotional and psychological battles can also be addressed within a supportive community. Support groups, therapy sessions, or informal gatherings of friends can create safe spaces for individuals to share their experiences and feelings. The act of sharing our vulnerabilities can foster a sense of connection and provide validation, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. In these settings, we have the opportunity to practice empathy and compassion. Listening to others share their challenges allows us to gain perspective on our own difficulties. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding that everyone faces struggles. This perspective can help us cultivate a greater sense of community. When we listen to others, we not only offer support, but also create an environment where individuals feel valued and understood. Moreover, the Stoics highlight the significance of asking for help. Many people view seeking assistance as a sign of weakness, but the Stoics teach us that it takes courage to reach out. In times of struggle, asking for support from our community can be a powerful act. It opens the door to deeper connections and reinforces the idea that we are all in this together. For example, consider someone who is going through a difficult time, such as a job loss or a breakup. Instead of isolating themselves, they could reach out to friends or join a support group. By sharing their experiences and seeking support, they not only lighten their emotional load, but also inspire others to do the same. This vulnerability fosters a sense of belonging and creates a community where individuals feel safe to share their struggles. In addition to emotional support, sharing struggles can also lead to practical solutions. When people come together to discuss their challenges, they often share insights and strategies that can help one another. This collective problem-solving can lead to new ideas and perspectives, enriching the experiences of everyone involved. The Stoics valued knowledge and wisdom, and learning from one another is a vital aspect of community building. The importance of community extends beyond individual relationships. A strong community can create a ripple effect, positively impacting the broader society. When individuals come together to support one another, they contribute to a culture of kindness and resilience. Stoicism teaches us that our actions have the power to influence those around us. By fostering a supportive community, we can create a more compassionate world. To build a strong community through shared struggles, it is essential to cultivate an inclusive environment. This involves embracing diversity and recognizing that everyone's experiences are valid. When individuals feel welcomed and valued, they are more likely to engage and contribute to the community. The Stoics believed in the importance of unity, and by fostering an inclusive atmosphere, we can strengthen the bonds that connect us. Moreover, we can actively seek out opportunities to create shared experiences. Organizing community events, workshops, or group activities can provide platforms for individuals to come together and share their challenges. Whether it's a local hiking group, a book club, or a community service project, these initiatives can foster connections and create a sense of belonging. Another effective way to build community is through mentorship. When individuals with more experience support those who are navigating similar struggles, they can create meaningful connections. Mentorship fosters a sense of responsibility and encourages individuals to invest in each other's growth. The Stoics valued the importance of teaching and learning from one another, and mentorship embodies this principle. Finally, it's essential to remember that building community is an ongoing process. It requires consistent effort and engagement. The Stoics understood the value of perseverance, and this principle applies to our relationships as well. By continually nurturing our connections and participating in shared struggles, we can cultivate a resilient community that supports us through life's challenges. In conclusion, building community through shared struggles is a vital aspect of overcoming loneliness. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that we are not alone in our challenges. Rather, we are part of a larger human experience. By engaging in collective activities, practicing empathy, and seeking support, we can foster connections that enrich our lives. Let us embrace the Stoic wisdom of community building as we navigate our journeys, supporting one another through life's ups and downs. Together, we can transform our struggles into opportunities for connection and growth, creating a more compassionate and resilient world. 5. Appreciating the simple things in life. In a world that often glorifies complexity and material wealth, the Stoics remind us of the profound value found in simplicity. The ability to appreciate the simple things in life is not only a key tenet of Stoic philosophy, but also a powerful antidote to feelings of loneliness and discontent. By recognizing the beauty and richness of simple experiences, we can cultivate gratitude, foster connection, and enhance our overall well-being. At the heart of Stoicism is the understanding that happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but rather on our perceptions and attitudes. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of focusing on what is within our control. He urged himself to recognize the small joys in life, reminding us that even in difficult times, there are simple pleasures to be found. By cultivating an appreciation for these experiences, we can shift our focus away from what we lack and toward what we have. One of the simplest yet most profound practices of Stoicism is gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on the things we are thankful for can significantly impact our mindset. Gratitude encourages us to recognize the abundance that exists in our lives, no matter how small. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of a loved one, or the taste of a delicious meal, these moments hold the potential to ground us in the present and remind us of life's simple pleasures. For example, imagine starting your day with a moment of gratitude. As you sip your morning coffee, take a few moments to appreciate the aroma, the warmth of the cup in your hands, and the comfort it brings. This simple act of mindfulness can set a positive tone for the day, allowing you to approach challenges with a clearer mind and a more open heart. By consciously acknowledging these simple joys, you create a reservoir of positivity that can help combat feelings of loneliness. The Stoics also teach us to find contentment in the present moment. Often, we become so focused on future aspirations or past regrets that we overlook the richness of our current experiences. Seneca emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature, suggesting that we should embrace simplicity and appreciate the world around us. By grounding ourselves in the present, we can cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and connection to our surroundings. Engaging in mindfulness practices can enhance our ability to appreciate the simple things in life. Mindfulness encourages us to fully immerse ourselves in our experiences, whether it's savoring a meal, enjoying a walk in nature, or spending quality time with loved ones. When we practice being present, we open ourselves to the beauty of these moments, allowing them to nourish our souls and lift our spirits. Consider a scenario where you take a leisurely stroll in a nearby park. Instead of rushing through the experience, take time to observe your surroundings. Notice the vibrant colors of the flowers, the sound of birds singing, and the feel of the breeze against your skin. Engaging your senses in this way allows you to connect with the world around you and find joy in the simplicity of nature. The Stoics also remind us that true contentment comes from within. Musonius Rufus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that happiness is not dependent on external possessions, but rather on our mindset. He famously stated that very little is needed for a happy life. This perspective challenges the notion that happiness is tied to material wealth or social status. By recognizing that our well-being is rooted in our attitudes and perceptions, we can cultivate a sense of peace that transcends external circumstances. In our pursuit of simplicity, it is essential to declutter our lives, both physically and mentally. We often accumulate material possessions and commitments that distract us from what truly matters. The Stoics encouraged a minimalist approach, advocating for the idea that less is often more. By simplifying our surroundings and prioritizing what truly brings us joy, we create space for meaningful experiences and connections. Decluttering our minds is equally important. Our thoughts can become cluttered with worries about the future, regrets about the past, and the pressures of daily life. The Stoics teach us to practice mindfulness and self-reflection as a means of clearing mental clutter. Regularly setting aside time for introspection allows us to assess our thoughts and feelings, helping us to focus on what truly matters. Moreover, embracing simplicity can enhance our relationships with others. When we prioritize meaningful connections over material pursuits, we create deeper bonds with those we care about. Engaging in simple activities together, such as cooking a meal, going for a hike, or sharing stories, can strengthen our relationships and foster a sense of belonging. The Stoics understood that meaningful connections are essential for emotional well-being, and focusing on the simple moments spent with loved ones cultivates a richer life. Finding joy in simplicity also encourages us to be more present in our interactions. When we engage with others, it's essential to listen actively and be fully present. The Stoics valued the practice of attentiveness, recognizing that true connection comes from genuine engagement. By being present with those we care about, we create an atmosphere of love and understanding that can help combat feelings of loneliness. As we cultivate our appreciation for the simple things in life, it's essential to share this perspective with others. By expressing gratitude and highlighting the beauty of simplicity, we can inspire those around us to do the same. This collective appreciation can create a ripple effect, fostering a culture of mindfulness and connection within our communities. In summary, appreciating the simple things in life is a powerful practice rooted in Stoic philosophy. By cultivating gratitude, practicing mindfulness, and simplifying our surroundings, we enhance our overall well-being and combat feelings of loneliness. The Stoics teach us that true happiness is found within, and by focusing on the richness of our everyday experiences, we foster a deeper sense of connection with ourselves and others. Let us take these teachings to heart as we navigate our journeys, finding joy in the simplicity that surrounds us. 6. The courage to ask for help. In our journey through life, we often encounter moments of struggle and uncertainty. The challenges we face can lead to feelings of isolation, urging us to retreat into ourselves. Yet, the Stoics teach us that one of the most powerful tools we possess is the courage to ask for help. This act of vulnerability not only strengthens our connections with others, but also fosters resilience in the face of adversity. Imagine you're navigating a particularly challenging period in your life. Perhaps you've lost a job, experienced a breakup, or faced a significant health issue. The instinct may be to pull away from friends and family, to suffer in silence. However, the Stoics encourage us to recognize that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of bravery. Marcus Aurelius poignantly reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By acknowledging our struggles and reaching out for help, we can reclaim our agency and begin to heal. The act of asking for help can take many forms. It might involve confiding in a trusted friend, seeking guidance from a mentor, or even joining a support group. Each of these avenues provides an opportunity for connection and understanding. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of community in overcoming adversity. He believed that we are not meant to face our struggles alone. "No man is an island," he wrote, highlighting the interconnectedness of humanity. Consider this. You've just moved to a new city and find yourself feeling lost and lonely. Instead of isolating yourself, you decide to reach out to a local community group or attend a meetup. This simple act of seeking connection can open doors to new friendships and support systems. By putting yourself out there, you not only combat loneliness but also invite others to share their experiences and struggles, reinforcing the idea that we are all in this together. Moreover, asking for help cultivates empathy. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we create a space for them to do the same. This mutual exchange fosters deeper connections and strengthens the bonds of community. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of compassion, and by being open about our challenges, we allow others to understand and relate to our experiences on a profound level. Yet, despite the benefits, many individuals hesitate to ask for help due to fear of judgment or rejection. This fear can be paralyzing, leading to a cycle of isolation and self-doubt. The Stoics remind us that our perceptions often distort reality. The idea that others will view us negatively for asking for assistance is often unfounded. In fact, most people appreciate honesty and vulnerability. They recognize the courage it takes to ask for help. Imagine you're struggling with a personal issue and decide to confide in a colleague. To your surprise, they respond with empathy and share their own experiences. This exchange not only helps you feel understood, but also strengthens your relationship. In essence, seeking help can lead to deeper connections, transforming what initially feels like a burden into an opportunity for growth and support. The courage to ask for help is particularly crucial in professional settings. Many individuals feel pressured to project an image of competence and self-sufficiency, fearing that asking for assistance may undermine their credibility. However, the Stoics teach us that true strength lies in acknowledging our limitations. Seeking guidance from colleagues or mentors can lead to collaboration and innovation. Remember, even the most successful individuals often rely on the support of others to navigate their journeys. Consider a scenario in which a project team is struggling to meet a deadline. Instead of allowing stress and frustration to build, one team member steps forward to suggest they seek feedback from another department. This act of vulnerability not only alleviates the pressure but also fosters collaboration and creativity. By asking for help, they harness the collective knowledge and expertise of the organization, leading to a successful outcome. It's essential to recognize that asking for help is not just about seeking solutions. It's also about building relationships. When we reach out to others, we foster an environment of trust and support. This creates a community where individuals feel valued and empowered to share their challenges. The Stoic emphasis on community highlights the importance of cultivating these relationships, reminding us that we are stronger together. Additionally, developing the courage to ask for help requires practice and self-awareness. It's important to recognize our own needs and understand when we are overwhelmed. This self-reflection is a critical component of emotional intelligence. The Stoics teach us to engage in regular self-examination, helping us identify our feelings and desires. By becoming attuned to our emotions, we can better articulate our needs and reach out for support when necessary. Furthermore, we can cultivate a culture of support in our communities by modeling vulnerability ourselves. When we share our challenges openly, we create space for others to do the same. This reciprocal exchange strengthens our connections and reinforces the idea that asking for help is a natural part of the human experience. The Stoics believed in the power of community, and by fostering an environment of trust, we can collectively navigate our struggles. Engaging in acts of service can also reinforce the importance of seeking help. When we offer support to others, we create a cycle of generosity and compassion. By helping those around us, we not only strengthen our relationships but also encourage them to seek help when they need it. This interconnectedness reflects the Stoic belief that we are all part of a larger whole, and our actions have the power to uplift those around us. In summary, the courage to ask for help is a vital aspect of overcoming loneliness and fostering meaningful connections. The Stoics teach us that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step toward resilience. By recognizing our shared humanity, practicing empathy, and fostering open communication, we can create a community that supports one another through life's challenges. Let us embrace the Stoic wisdom of vulnerability, recognizing that asking for help is not just an individual act, but a collective journey toward connection and strength. 7. Finding inner peace and fulfillment. Amid the chaos of modern life, the quest for inner peace and fulfillment remains a universal aspiration. The Stoics emphasize that true contentment comes from within, rather than from external circumstances or material possessions. This understanding is crucial for overcoming feelings of loneliness and fostering a sense of connection with ourselves and the world around us. In this section, we will explore Stoic practices that can help us cultivate inner peace and fulfillment. To begin, it's essential to recognize that inner peace is not a destination but a continuous journey. The Stoics believed that by developing a strong sense of self-awareness, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement underscores the importance of taking ownership of our thoughts and emotions. By acknowledging that we have control over our internal responses, we can cultivate a sense of calm amidst external chaos. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for achieving inner peace. By engaging in mindfulness practices, we can train ourselves to be present in the moment, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice encourages us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the emotions that arise in response to our experiences. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-reflection, and mindfulness serves as a practical means of engaging in this introspective work. Consider setting aside time each day for mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, observe them without attachment, gently guiding your focus back to your breath. This simple practice can help create a sense of tranquility, allowing you to cultivate a more centered mindset. By incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, you can build resilience against feelings of loneliness and anxiety. Another essential aspect of finding inner peace is the practice of acceptance. The Stoics taught that acceptance does not mean resignation. Rather, it is the recognition that some things are beyond our control. By accepting the reality of our circumstances, we can free ourselves from the burden of trying to change what cannot be changed. This acceptance allows us to redirect our energy toward what we can influence, our thoughts and actions. When faced with challenges, it can be helpful to ask ourselves, What can I control in this situation? This question encourages us to focus on our responses and choices rather than becoming mired in frustration or despair. For instance, if you find yourself feeling lonely due to a lack of social connections, instead of ruminating on the situation, redirect your energy towards seeking new opportunities for engagement. This proactive mindset can foster a sense of empowerment, reinforcing the idea that we have the ability to shape our experiences. Gratitude is another powerful practice that can enhance our sense of inner peace and fulfillment. By intentionally cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. The Stoics believed that appreciating the simple joys in life can lead to a more contented existence. Marcus Aurelius often practiced gratitude by reflecting on the positive aspects of his life, even amidst the challenges he faced. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are thankful for each day. This practice encourages you to recognize the richness of your experiences, no matter how small. By regularly acknowledging the positive aspects of your life, you can cultivate a more optimistic mindset and enhance your overall sense of well-being. Additionally, connecting with nature can significantly contribute to our inner peace. The Stoics valued the simplicity and beauty of the natural world, recognizing its ability to ground us and provide solace. Spending time outdoors can help us reconnect with ourselves and foster a sense of tranquility. Whether it's going for a walk in a park, hiking in the mountains, or simply sitting by a river, immersing ourselves in nature can offer moments of reflection and peace. Let's visualize this scenario. You find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the demands of daily life. Instead of succumbing to stress, you decide to take a break and spend time in a nearby park. As you walk along the path, you notice the rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and the gentle breeze on your skin. This immersion in nature allows you to momentarily step away from your worries, fostering a sense of calm and clarity. By engaging with the natural world, you create space for inner peace to flourish. Moreover, the practice of self-reflection plays a crucial role in finding fulfillment. The Stoics believe that regularly examining our thoughts, actions, and values can lead to greater self-awareness and alignment with our true selves. Take time to reflect on your goals and aspirations. Are they in harmony with your values? Are there areas of your life where you feel unfulfilled? By engaging in this introspective work, you can gain clarity on what truly matters to you and make intentional choices that align with your authentic self. Consider setting aside time each week for self-reflection. This could involve journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence to contemplate your thoughts. Ask yourself questions such as, what brings me joy? Or what do I want to achieve? This practice can help you identify areas for growth and fulfillment, guiding you toward a more purposeful life. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of living in accordance with virtue. They believed that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our values and principles. By cultivating virtues such as integrity, kindness, and wisdom, we can enhance our sense of purpose and connection to the world around us. When we act in ways that reflect our values, we experience a greater sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. As we strive for inner peace and fulfillment, it's essential to remember that this journey is unique for each individual. We all have different experiences, challenges, and aspirations. The Stoics encourage us to embrace our individuality while recognizing our shared humanity. By cultivating compassion for ourselves and others, we can create a more supportive and understanding environment. In summary, finding inner peace and fulfillment is a vital aspect of overcoming loneliness through Stoic philosophy. By engaging in mindfulness practices, embracing acceptance, cultivating gratitude, connecting with nature, and reflecting on our values, we can foster a sense of tranquility and purpose in our lives. The Stoics remind us that true contentment comes from within, and by focusing on our inner landscape, we can navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. As we reflect on the journey through Stoic philosophy and its application to overcoming loneliness, we uncover profound insights that resonate deeply with our shared human experience. The teachings of the Stoics remind us that loneliness is not a solitary struggle, but a universal aspect of life that we can navigate with intention and resilience. We began by exploring the importance of self-compassion. In a world that often demands perfection, the Stoics encourage us to treat ourselves with kindness, recognizing that we are deserving of love and understanding. This foundational practice allows us to break the cycle of negative self-talk and opens the door to deeper connections with others. When we embrace our own humanity, we create the space to connect authentically with those around us. Cultivating love and affection emerged as another vital lesson. The Stoics teach us that true connection requires us to actively express love and kindness. By putting positive energy into our relationships, we not only enhance our own sense of belonging, but also uplift those around us. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to create ripples of positivity in our communities. Building community through shared struggles is essential in overcoming feelings of isolation. The Stoic recognition that we are stronger together empowers us to seek connections with others who face similar challenges. Whether through team sports, support groups, or communal activities, engaging with others fosters a sense of belonging that combats loneliness. As we navigate life's difficulties, reaching out for help becomes a courageous act that reinforces our shared humanity. The practice of appreciating the simple things in life encourages us to find joy in the everyday moments that often go unnoticed. By cultivating gratitude and mindfulness, we shift our focus from what we lack to the abundance that surrounds us. Embracing simplicity allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and the world, fostering a sense of fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. Finally, we learned that finding inner peace and fulfillment is a continuous journey rooted in self-awareness and virtue. The Stoics remind us that true contentment comes from within, urging us to engage in practices that nurture our emotional and mental well-being. By reflecting on our values and aligning our actions with them, we cultivate a sense of purpose that enriches our lives. As we conclude this exploration of Stoic wisdom, let us carry these teachings forward into our daily lives. Embrace the practice of self-compassion, actively express love, seek community, appreciate the simple moments, and strive for inner peace. Each of these principles can serve as a guiding light, illuminating our paths through the challenges of loneliness and helping us forge meaningful connections with ourselves and others. We invite you to reflect on your own experiences and consider how these Stoic teachings can enhance your life. If you found value in this discussion, we encourage you to subscribe to the Stoic Vivu channel for more insights into practical Stoicism. Like, comment, and share this content with others who may benefit from these teachings. Together, we can cultivate a community grounded in wisdom, compassion, and connection. Let us embark on this journey of Stoic living, supporting one another as we navigate the complexities of life. In doing so, we can transform our struggles into opportunities for growth and create a more fulfilling existence.